Hello, hello, friends. This is Becky with Becky Budgets. If you're new to this channel, my husband and I are currently on a journey to pay off $69,000 in order to possibly get into our first home within the next 5 years. If that is something that you'd like to join us on, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you hit the notification bell below, you'll be notified of any content that I post. To those of you who have been with me and have already subscribed, thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch my content. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate all of the support and motivation I get from all of you while we embark on this huge journey. Today, I'm going to go ahead and post our week 2 budget. It is turning out to be pretty difficult, and it is a kind of a difficult video for me to post, but let's go ahead nonetheless and get started. We are expecting my husband to get paid on Thursday. We figure that the minimum he gets paid is $707. Then I go ahead and write a spot for rollover and a spot for savings. I'm not going to plan on using any of those as of now, so we're going to have an income total of $707. So based on our weekly bill division, we have the following bills due this week. So we've got T-Mobile, which is due right on the 9th, which is payday. We've got Chase Freedom due on 6/12. Xfinity is due on 6/15. So is Advantage, which is my husband's student loan, Microsoft, and Cricket. I did not forget that this month, so that's pretty exciting. Now, our T-Mobile bill, even though we had budgeted it would be $100, actually came in at $71. So it seems that all of the back and forth I had with them finally took, they were like, what's the word? They finally came to be. We had gotten it down to $100 in May, and finally this month it did come down the remainder of the amount. So we've got $71 for our T-Mobile. Now that does include a little discount they gave my husband for his birthday. So I'm expecting it to be around $80 next month, but we'll see. The minimum for our Chase Freedom is $114. Xfinity comes in at $149. Advantage, besides the issues I'm having with rent, is the bane of my existence at the moment. They have not fixed the back and forth that we've had with them. And so I'm going to assume that it's not going to be taken care of before this check, which means that instead of us paying the $171 that we've been paying for the past 2 years, this month we have $304 due. And then Microsoft comes in at $16, and the Cricket comes in at $11. Now, when I add these values together, we get $665. Now, when we take the $665 away from the $707, we're left with a leftover of $42. This is where it gets tough. I need to go ahead and hold off on filling both of our variable expenses and our sinking funds, because although we've been blessed to be able to fill these within the last 2 months, this check is not going to allow it. And so far we've met pets, we've met eating out and miscellaneous. None of these are going to get paid. So we're going to have an envelope total of $0, which is going to keep that remaining 42 still available. Now, same goes for the sinking fund. Sinking fund, I am going to hold off on this week because this check is not going to allow it. Oops, I miswrote that. So our sinking fund total is going to be $0 with a leftover of $42. Now, my husband's 52-week 2 is going to go ahead and get filled. I know that you may be wondering, why is she holding off on filling the variable and the sinking funds and she's still going to go ahead and do a challenge? The reason I am putting this in the forefront is because we are going to be counting on this for our moving fund. And it is highly likely that we are going to have to move in August. So I want to remain putting money in that because we're going to be counting on that quite a bit. So this week it's $23. When I take $23 away from our leftover, that leaves us 19. What I'm gonna do this week as well, now that I think of it, is I'm gonna plan on not putting anything towards debt. It's simply not gonna be it's just not gonna fit in. So we'll do 0 to the Dell. Hopefully the actual will let us give something somewhere, which will give us $42 left. Now, what I'm going to plan on doing is leaving the other $19 into our buffer, just so that in the case that anything falls through or I forget anything, we at least have that buffer of, I guess it'll be 19 plus 14. So we'll have like a $33 buffer, which isn't ideal, but it'll help. So the savings total is going to equal $42, which is going to get to our zero-based budget. Now let's go ahead and check my math. So we've got a total income of $707, which is expected, minus $665, which are going into our bills this week. Nothing to variable envelopes, nothing to sinking funds, and nothing to extra debt, and $42 into our extra savings, which gives us that beautiful zero-based budget. Now, I am crossing my fingers that Advantage will take care of this before the due date of June 15th, which gives us, let's see, if today is the 5th, it gives them 10 days to fix that. But if they don't, I have to assume that they're going through. Now, I do not want to get burned like this again next month, because this isn't substantial and it isn't the way that I want to budget. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over here to our July breakdown. Let me move things over so you can see. What I did is I actually filled up our bill distribution for next month early. And one thing that I am going to do is I'm going to pull that Advantage bill up to the first bill of the month so that we don't run into this issue again. that just makes me feel a little more comfortable. Hopefully within the next couple weeks, I'll be able to, and I'm trying to get back to that sheet. Within the next couple weeks, I'll be able to have enough money to possibly put $200 down on one of these weeks for our sinking funds. And with the remaining checks, I'll be able to fill our variable spending. Saving grace right now is that I do have the $100 that I'm going to need for week 2's grocery bill. So I do have that in savings, and then I do have the gas still in savings. So those are our main priorities, and those have been met. And even if they haven't been, we do have that buffer in there. That's what it looks like, friends. Not ideal, but like I promised myself, I was going to let you guys in on the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful parts of this journey. This is the ugly and the bad, but luckily we are at a place where we can rely on the money that we have in our variable envelopes to get by without paying anything this week. It is a bummer that we're not going to get anything towards the Dell, but it is what it is. And I keep reminding myself that the last 2 months have been a blessing, which is why we've been able to pay into our sinking funds and variable expenses every week, and that this is just the first of many hard weeks that we're going to have. If you've made it to this part of the video, thank you so very much for taking the time to out of your day to watch this video. I hope that each and every one of you are having a wonderful day, and take care. I'll see you all soon. Bye.